Ooh, quick mental health check-in, y'all. I'm currently headed to the gym, gonna get a workout in. I have been kind of stressed, and by stressed I mean a lot. I've been trying to navigate my professional career and where I'm headed to next, and that has been weighing on my mind. So please bear with me and excuse my dull, mundane attitude and my tone. Hopefully this workout will get me a little bit more motivated. I just wanted to come and chat about the Carlee Russell situation. I just saw recently that she came forward about everything being a hoax, and the memes are rolling out. And it's really unfortunate that, in light of, I think, collectively people being happy that she was found and she came home and she was safe, it really triggered, especially the community, because of how neglected a lot of Black women's and Black people's stories are. Dismissed. The cases are dismissed when it comes to, people being abducted or kidnapped and trafficked, and how little coverage it gets. So everybody was very excited not excited, but everybody was, grateful and appreciative of the coverage that the Carlee Russell case was getting when it first hit the news. But I can say that I am thankful that she came forward and admitted that this was a hoax. And in my last short, I had mentioned that I was wanting to talk a little bit briefly about some of the crazy things that, I've unfortunately done, in cases of like lust or infatuation or love with somebody in my earlier years when I was young and dumb and full of what. But I do think that, exploring Carlee's actions, because there's been a lot of allegations about why she did this. And some people are speculating it's around, a multitude of things, one including her now ex-boyfriend that she has been with, her failing out of nursing school and, not achieving other goals that she was trying to achieve. And so I can understand to a certain degree that at that young age, when you feel like your whole world's in front of you and things aren't aligning up, relationship is failing, your career track isn't going the way you want it to, i.e. me, my career track is not going the way I want it to. But of course I'm much wiser now, and I do know the importance of persevering and being patient and, just humbling yourself while things hopefully start to kind of come together. But at that young age, when you're impatient and you're just full of so much, anxiousness and, willingness to get the ball rolling on your life and, wanting to prove yourself, it can be overwhelming and you can resort to doing foolish things. But just list off real quick, because I want to debate on what I think her consequences should be. I have aired out an old lover's dirty laundry when I was young. That I definitely had regret for. And then also, even when I was younger than that, I kind of faked a mental health scare with the old lover to get their attention. And that was pretty effective, but very, very much so too intense to be, proud of. It's something that all could have been avoided. It's better, I think, to have an objective view, even though it's really hard to have an objective view when you're living your own personal, day-to-day life and walking your own personal truth. Emotions are very valid, the way you feel in a situation, but taking some pause and some time to, journal, to talk it out with people, to communicate the way you feel, go to therapists. That always can be a better option. And I do think that it's important to be able to evaluate what level of remorse you might have when you do something, as egregious as faking a kidnapping for attention. Now, the thing that is debatable is people think that Carlee Russell is not remorseful. And that is something that I do keep seeing over and over again, is that there's this conversation of whether she is a narcissist or not because of the lack of remorse that she's showcasing. Even with her mugshot, people are critiquing that, saying that she's smiling. Why is she smiling? Now, I'm not a therapist myself, so I can't debate on whether she is remorseful or not. But I do feel like there are certain levels of narcissism with this. I do think that, because she came forward within 48 hours, she came back and was able to finally tell people the truth. I don't think she deserves jail time. I do think that she needs to possibly pay a fine, definitely do some type of community service. I think that, she should definitely do some community service, something where she's able to mentally remove herself from her own ego and understand that there are people who are in need, who are suffering, deeper than her own suffering, that will help her to better connect and understand the gravity of her ramifications. The gravity of her actions. But I do not think that she needs to serve jail time. If this had gone on longer, then yes, I could see that. But I think that the Hoover PD should, calculate the fee of what it took for them to, the services it took for them to search for her and the other fellow agencies that they enlisted, and just come up with a fine, but definitely some community service. She needs to do something that will help humble her and, again, remove her from her own ego and see that there are people who are actually in need. And I'm sure she has some sort of perspective, because she was studying to be a nurse. So she, in some aspect, wanted to help people. But I think she just needs to be able to touch some grass, and that would be in her way of some type of service. Maybe some probationary house arrest type of probationary period will also be good for her. But I do want to know what your thoughts are. If you guys do think that she should be in jail, why not? If you guys agree with me, why not? I want to go in and get in a workout, and hopefully I feel a little bit better. I need to get back to my grind and my hustle, and I will chat with y'all later. Thank you, and hope you guys have a good day.